Joining us from Kericho. He's actually the head of technical services for the Kenya National Blood Transfusion Service. But on the other side of the studio is Madam Catherine Simaloy, our steady and trusted sign language anchor, and we wish to bid her good night as we proceed. Thank you, Catherine, and safe trip home. Now, over to our subject this evening. Mr. Kiptanui Bariwot, karibu sana on TV47.
Asante sana ndugu yangu.
I can see that you're very warm and very well clothed. Tell me, how's the weather like in Kericho, where you are?
The weather in Kericho is chilly, and I'm just in red because of blood.
Fantastic, fantastic. Now, just to help Kenyans understand exactly what happens when it comes to blood transfusion, can you tell us the journey of blood from the time it leaves the body of the donor to the time it enters the body of a sick person in hospital?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. I want to tell my fellow Kenyans.
Yes, please.
To enjoy the Mashujaa Day, because actually the Shujaas are the people who saved this country.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
So may I go back to the subject matter?
Yes, please.
So blood donation started from the donor. We do proper donor selection because the product is as good as the donor.
What do you mean by that? When you say the product is as good as the donor?
Me?
Yes, I'm getting you very, very clearly. What do you mean by that?
So once you have done the proper donor selection,
Yes.
whereby the donor must meet a certain criteria,
Yes.
that is the moment now we'll allow that donor to donate blood.
Okay, okay. Can you tell us a little bit about the
That
criteria?
is
What is the criteria, briefly?
Yes, the criteria,
Yeah, just proceed. We can hear you.
one must be in good health,
Okay.
having hemoglobin level from 12.5 milligrams.
Okay.
The donor also must be 16 years to 65 years
Okay.
and weighing about 50 kgs.
All right. Okay.
And also having normal blood pressure.
Oh, that's very important.
And birth rate.
I see, I see. So then, okay, so assuming someone has donated blood and the blood has been collected by your team, what happens to the blood after that?
Okay, as you know, the word blood transfusion started from the donor.
Okay.
And then after donating the blood,
Yes.
it undergoes another process
Okay.
of testing.
Yes.
When I mean testing, it is screening this blood for transfusion transmissible infection.
I see. Okay. And how important is that process?
Whereby it is the next step of making this blood more safe.
All right, all right. And then what happens next?
Because
Yes, please.
we
Please.
normally screen blood for HIV
Okay.
1 and 2,
Okay.
hepatitis B,
All right.
and hepatitis C,
Okay.
and syphilis.
All right.
And then at the same blood also we typed for various blood groups.
Okay.
As we are aware that we have ABO blood group
Yes.
and rhesus factor.
All right. All right.
And once we have done those,
Yes.
there is another process whereby we prepare a blood component.
Okay.
And after preparing, we store this blood. And then we have various characteristics of cold chain management of this blood.
Okay. So now, Mr. Bariwot.
And then we store the blood.
Oh, sorry. I'm
Yes.
very, very sorry to interrupt you. Now, I have a question for you, and I want you to just flow with it. We can hear you very, very, very well. Thank you so much for that detail. How much does Kenya need to meet all the needs of the patients in 1 year? How much blood do we need?
In order to satisfy the need of the blood need in this country, we need around 5.2 million pints of blood at minimum.
Right. And
Because
so,
as per World Health Organization,
yes, please proceed.
1% of the population at least must donate blood.
Right. So, okay, so if I'm hearing you correctly, we need at least 5.2 million pints of blood. And to achieve that, we need at least 1% of the population of Kenyans to donate blood for you to meet that supply. Is that correct?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Now, I have another question. Right now, as we speak, how much blood is there in the bank for Kenyans to use?